not surprisingly, spiritual abuse is baked into Catholicism. And that is something that's very worrying me. And I have to say first that theoretically, there are norms and institutions in the Catholic Church and in canon law that actually are there to, or supposed to, protect the inner life of the faithful. Everything that protects the seal of the confessional and things like that. But for the most part, Catholic norms and church doctrine are detrimental to spiritual freedom. And as I just said, thereby, even if not intended, detrimental to a development of a proper personal faith. The church just, as an institution, does what spiritual abusers do. They claim a right to intrude into the spiritual life of others. Just some examples that come up again and again when I talk about these issues, or the people keep telling me from their own experience. Mandatory coerced confession is a common experience for nuns in any case, but even for children. We do that to children, at the age of 7 or 8. And for some, it's not, some children might not be hurt by that, or might not, experience anything from their subjective standpoint very shocking. But for some it is a really bad traumatic experience. And in any case, it's not right. It's not right to make this mandatory and coerce children to go to confession. Something else is coerced obedience to superiors, even in cases of reasonable doubt, even in cases that are very intimate and personal. And that is something that, as spiritual abuse is particularly bad and rampant for people who live in communities and in religious communities and orders, but it's everywhere in the Catholic Church. And in general, the Catholic Church does not much to help people build their inner freedom. Quite the contrary, it hinders and restricts free development of personal spirituality. It does that through having very limited spiritual resources and little diversity of church-recognized spiritual leaders, and occasionally through the punishment of spiritual practices that church governors consider unbecoming or diverging or not healthy or not Catholic enough.